Mr. Chair, I'd like to propose after our next resolution that we all do a group photo and that you present this to Supervisor Delbar and that Supervisor Pinches presents the next resolution to you. We do group photos.
Yeah, sure.
Michael,
Comments?
Did you want, or Michael? Actually, I'd like to make a few comments before Michael. I served with Michael in 1997, 1998 when he first come on the board, and now at the end of his tenure last year and this year. And if there's one thing to be said for Michael, it's his consistency. He's the same guy he was 10 years ago. His vote is very consistent. His commitment to Mendocino County, you know, we've disagreed on some issues, but actually, in 4 years of serving with him, actually, when I look back, it's really been, outside of marijuana, it's been damn few issues. But, you know, Michael has done a lot in his term. You know, one of his is ambitious nature of lobbying the state and the feds. And frankly, I think he's done a hell of a lot better job than our paid legislative advocates, both at the federal level and the state level. And, you know, he served his constituents well. And the list, this is a prime example, this microwave issue, which is just before us, of he has a lot to be proud of, the actual projects and things that was proposed and concluded in his term. And it's he's got a lot to be proud of his first 12 years of service. And, you know, I think as far as the political end of it, I think we're in an area, especially at local government, that all of us local elected officials basically has a shelf life, you know, especially dealing with controversial planning issues and whatnot. And Mike has lasted the tenure, and he's a young guy, and I'm sure he's got a real bright future ahead of him. And I'm not so sure that he's probably got a real bright political future, too. But anyways, I just felt that I had to say something about him because he's been great for Mendocino County. I guess we need to vote on the resolution.
Yep.
We have a motion
I think
and
we
a
do.
second. We have
We had a
vote.
motion and a second.
Yep.
Yeah.
A motion, we have a second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Maybe Michael, I don't know. Anyways, thanks, Mike. Okay, Supervisor Colfax?
Well, I have a resolution of the Mendocino County Board of Supervisors honoring Supervisor Jim R. Wattenberger for his years of service on the Mendocino County Board of Supervisors and his service to the County of Mendocino. Whereas Jim R. Wattenberger was elected as the 2nd District Representative to the Mendocino County Board of Supervisors for a 4-year term commencing January 2004, has decided not to seek re-election and will retire at the end of 2008. And whereas Jim's prior experience as a council member on the Ukiah City Council proved invaluable to this Board of Supervisors in his knowledge of government regulations and constituent interest within the 2nd Supervisorial District. And whereas during his term, Jim served as the chair of the board for the year 2008 and also served on numerous boards and commissions, including the Area Agency on Aging Governing Board, the Local Agency Formation Commission, the Mendocino Council of Governments, the Mendocino Solid Waste Management Authority, Mendocino Transit Authority, the Ukiah Sanitation District, and the National Association of Counties. And whereas Jim's years as a firefighter proved invaluable to the leadership he provided during the 2008 Mendocino lightning complex fires. Whereas Jim was instrumental in the formation of a 5-member elected board for the Ukiah Valley Sanitation District, strongly advocating for its independence as an elected governing body. And whereas throughout Jim's tenure on the board, he brought levity to the board sessions with his ever-present sense of humor, his many Jimisms, his distinctive manner of facilitating board meetings, and his very creative use of the English language. I didn't write that. And whereas Jim's tenure on the board has been filled with a blend of his sense of compassion, his sense of humor, and his sense of community, and whereas among some of us, it is with some great relief that Jim, along with his colleague, I editorialized there, along with his colleague Supervisor Delbar, was not chained to the Mill Creek Dam, as was threatened during negotiations with the state of California to prevent the removal of change, which would have been a heck of a great thing to see. Now there be it resolved that this self-proclaimed, and again, this is not my language, short, fat, bald guy, but it seems pretty accurate, will leave a lasting impression on the people of Mendocino County for his unique style and for reminding us to never take ourselves too seriously. Be it further resolved that on behalf of the residents of Mendocino County, this board officially extend its appreciation to Jim R. Wattenberger for his 4 years of dedicated service on the Mendocino County Board of Supervisors, and joins his constituents, friends, and family in wishing Jim a long and prosperous retirement. The foregoing resolution, introduced and amended by Supervisor Colfax, and for which he apologizes, but I can't let this last chance go on by me, seconded by Supervisor so on, and carried this day 208 by the following vote, and the resolution adopted and so ordered. Jim, I couldn't pass that up, I'm sorry. I just had.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments to the resolution? Supervisor Delmore?
Well, Mr. Chairman, it has been an honor, a true honor to have worked with Jim these last 4 years. I've known him a little longer than that, but the true joys of working with somebody with the caliber of Jim Wattenberger is a rarity. And all the time, no matter what the issue, Jim's heart is here for the County of Mendocino, has never swayed from that. And if I ever needed advice or wanted to run something by him, he always had the father-like advice and feedback that was important, and I cannot thank him enough for making these last 4 years of serving up here as enjoyable and pleasurable as they possibly could be. Jim, I thank you so much for your service to this county. It is absolutely remarkable what you've been able to do. Not only, of course, as a board member, but all the public service that you've given the state of California and the county of Mendocino during your career. Absolutely remarkable. Thank you, sir.
I think we have a member of the public wants to speak.
Thank you. I'd like to thank both Supervisor Delbar, Supervisor Wattenberger for your years of service to the County of Mendocino, and in the case of Supervisor Wattenberger, it does include the previous 8 years on the Ukiah City Council. And one thing that wasn't mentioned in the resolution is you are a bona fide hero. You are the man who ran into a burning building without regard for your own safety to save other lives.